Hi, welcome back to the table. Flying solo. My daughter's getting a little older, and as you already know, she's getting to be a teenager. And yeah, she's been playing a lot of D&D. She went full on that, so we tend to play D&Ds once during the week. She has two groups, so that works out very well. So I'm looking at that as well. So there's a bunch of D&D stuff around here. But just doing this video to pretty much catch up with a list of games that I've acquired lately. I haven't been playing games nearly as much as before. I do have a new area here. As you can see, it's a bit messy. The Canadian table here, bunch of shelves around here. I recently got rid of a bunch of games and getting a lot less, which is kind of nice, keeping everything more controlled. With that being said, I got a list down here I'm going to be referring to of games I've recently gotten just to give you my opinion of them. Some of them I don't have here, I have at another location, so I just put a little link or a picture up here somewhere. We're going to start with, we'll just go down the list here. Resist. It is a war game, a card-based war game based on the Spanish Civil War. I got it mainly for the theme. I'm not a fan of the graphics, the art on it, but a lot of people are. It's really not a big deal. This one is a strategic game. It's a solo game. Double check you can't. It's a solo game, David Thompson game. It's the main reason I got it. In short, I like it. Again, a solo game. Just lay out the cards. It does take some table space, and you're just going through locations. It's a deck builder. You get yourself a card, a hand of cards of the Maquis, which is basically the resistance, and you just go through the scenario till you get through a certain amount of locations, and you either win or lose. It is extremely hard thus far, so check this one out. It should be available. I'm sure it will. I'm trying to see the publisher, Salt and Pepper Games. So I'm pretty sure this will hit mainstream, the stores and online shops and stuff. The next one, go with a tiny one, Mindbug. I backed this one. This is a Kickstarter. I unexpectedly received it. Mainly got it because of the Richard Garfield card game. He's made a lot of those, and I don't think that was gonna see too much play here, since that's not our style. But I got it just in case me and my daughter got into those card games like Magic and these and Keyforge. That hasn't quite struck our interest at all. So I just got it mainly because of the author. I've been reading a lot. The designer and the pedigree, and I like to support a lot of these publishers and games. That being said, we'll go to the next one, which will be an oldie here. Village. It's an oldie. I picked this one up at a swap meet. I was just at a swap meet, unloaded a bunch of games, and I picked up one. I think I only picked up two games, which is good. This is a game I've been playing for years with my old game group. It's been our go-to for many years. I finally got a chance to pick it up. I wish I could find the expansion. This game, I think, shines with the expansion, but I'll be looking for that one throughout the next couple of years. But this one is your basic Euro. Enough said. Collecting cubes, turning them in, many ways to get points. I like this one mainly because this has been our go-to with my old game group, and we used to play it a lot when we had it. Does play 5 players with the expansion, so that was our sweet spot, and we got to get on a meaty Euro. 5 players, that's Village. And if you go find the expansion, pick that up. If you find that game, pick it up. It shouldn't be expensive. I didn't pay much for it. Next one is, we'll go to the Settlers of Zarahemla. I'm a sucker for war games and for religious themed games. I know it's a divisive subject. I don't really care, but I'm always in the search for these type of games. Most of them are not very good. This one is a Catan clone with a 2-player variant. I know Catan has a 2-player variant as well, but I mainly picked it up for the theme and just to have it. I know it is extremely hard to find, but this is one of the ones I picked up real cheap. Again, it's a Catan clone. It should be pretty simple to play with non-gamers, so that's the main reason I picked this one up. As far as religious games, just off topic real quick, there's a game out there. Let me pick it up real quick. I'm staring at it. Called Axe. This one is probably the best one I've played thus far with this type of theme. It is a light Euro, very light game. I think it'll work great with beginners. Not much to teach. So check this one out, Axe. Down the line, we'll go to the latest game that I found unexpectedly at Target with Space Mountain. This is one of these Ravensburger games. Is it a Funko as well? No. Well, it's a Ravensburger game. Most of these have been a hit. Well, lately they haven't. The one I actually forgot, thank goodness, is the one, the riverboat one. That one was pretty bad. I actually got rid of that one. I don't get rid of many games right away. This one, it's initial play. I'm not a fan. It's a little bit luck based. Everybody tends to have the same movement. It's just a matter of, do you go here, do you go there? Everybody's in short doing the same thing, refueling at the same time. It is kind of a set collection game. You're moving around a board, a certain amount of moves depending on the die roll. You're collecting stuff to accomplish cards. First one to accomplish the amount of cards wins the game. I don't see much strategy on that one. It does look pretty, and it is inexpensive. With that being said, this was the one previous to that, Big Thunder Mountain. This one I think is probably the best one off the top of my head right now. Looking at my shelf, see if I have any that I've kept of these type of games. This one being a Funko game, but the same type of box art theme. This one's more of a probably super light Euro. You are. It has a very cool board like the. Oh geez, I'm drawing a blank. I had it sitting up here. I don't know where it went. Fireball Island's over there. You got a Fireball Island type board, real small. Marbles drop. You're moving your little cart around, your mine cart, collecting these marbles. They're different colors. Different colors means different resources. It's a Euro game. And you are, in short, going around collecting points. There are certain cards you pick up, will give you extra powers, give you that asymmetric powers. Let's see. There's money that you're buying these cards with. At some point, events trigger, which is kind of the nice thing. Certain marbles will come out, events will trigger, will switch things around a little bit. But this one, I think, is the hit. If you can find this one, it's a lightweight game, and I think this is a very good beginner game to get people into the modern games. Again, not very expensive, and it should be pretty easy to find. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going through the boxes here that I have. The other game I picked up is First Rat. Recommendation from the local game store, from Heavy Duty Gamer there. So enough said. I don't have to really look into him because he's a big time gamer, and they recommended this one as a lightweight game. It has kind of a not a weird turn mechanic, but it is a little different than most. But in short, I like using that word lately. You are moving your rats around all the way to the top of the board. Along the way, you're collecting resources to get points, like most of these Euro type games. There's many ways to score points. That is where the hook is here, and ways on how you move your little rats. You're gonna have multiple of them. You can move them, and you can pick which ones you move, depending on the state of the board and such and such. Either way, this is a nice one. It's not very expensive. It is once you I would say it's good for beginners. Once you teach them, I don't think a beginner would read through the rules and figure it out. But like most of us, we are the teachers to these games. First Rat, again, if you see this one, check this one out. Boxes that I don't have, we'll go down the list right here. Boom, boom, boom. Titanic SOS. Put a link right here. Titanic SOS. It's a solo game. I've been picking up a lot of these super lightweight solo games just to put on a table and let time go by. You're going through a book. It's Solitaire. It's Solitaire, the card game. That looks cute. So you're just flipping. You're just basically playing cards. At some point, you run out of cards. Stuff happens, and the ship keeps sinking. Again, it's Solitaire. Not expensive. I like the production on it. I like the way the box is, the insert and all that is very nice. So if you are into solo games, lightweight, just no-brainers, lay them out on the table, just throw cards around, that is one to look at. Next one on my list is Surrealist. Surrealist, put a picture here. It's a very lightweight card game. I picked it up to play with my daughter's mom, my daughter's grandmother, my mother, And just as a lightweight game, very simple, cute art, inexpensive, just card games, small, a very small package, not many cards, easy to take out to the table, play the game 10, 15 minutes, put it away. And you have a quick game night for those people that, it's one of these things. I've been trying to find games to help my mother out as she's getting older. There's another one up there I'm going to show last. But before that, I'm going to point out another game I picked up, Blood on the Ohio. Definitely shouldn't be on this list, but it's one I picked up recently on the Compass sale. It is another war game. I picked it up mainly for the theme. The Indian tribes, how they come in. I'm not going to dwell too much into it, but it's another game I picked up. A little complex for me right now, getting a grasp around the rules. But I've played games kind of like that too. Again, you're just chits on the board, you're moving, hex movement, and they come in at different times. I got it mainly for the historical aspect, so I'm slowly getting through that one. The last game I want to point out is up here. Trekking Through History. I just saw it right there, and I don't know why it's not on this list. This has been the hit here. This is, I think, a must-have that every family should have. That's a lightweight game. It does have a little bit there, but it is a lightweight game. It is a card-based game. It's Timeline. If you ever played Timeline, I have a bunch of them over there. I used to play with my daughter years ago just to get her used to time periods so she can kind of know when stuff happened. This is the same thing. Looks a little bit nicer. The cards are bigger. It's got historical facts in the back, which are real nice. I'll keep it up here just so I can see the back. You're grabbing cards out of a board, a tableau. Those cards are going to give you resources. There's a Euro part. You're getting resources to put on a board to get points. The cards, you are collecting them to put them in sequential order. You're a time traveler going through history. Once you finish your trek, either because you can't add any more cards or there's nothing up there, you finish your trek and you score those cards at the end of the game, and you'll continue on to the next trek. The turn track is real nice. It's like patchwork, the same thing as patchwork. So you have to kind of be careful because some of these cards will move your piece 2 or 3, 4. Some will move at 1. You can mitigate that with certain time tokens. I forget what they're called, but you can mitigate that to move less so you have more turns. So there is that aspect to that strategy where you can just kind of buy cards, move less, and you can put more cards in your stack in your trip. Again, lightweight game, very pretty, real nice insert. This, I believe, is a Kickstarter, so I don't know if the insert and all that's going to be the same for the retail. But this is, I think, the must. Out of this list, I think it's going to be the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and this one. For families or non-gamers, this is pretty much why I started this channel, is to point those things out, and then I go off on tangents with war games, and hopefully pretty soon on Dungeons & Dragons and RPGs. With that being said, I want to thank you for watching. I've been playing games this much. A lot of stuff has changed drastically in my life. My daughter's getting older. She's playing a lot of D&D. She likes, we got a giant table here that we kind of try to do some D&D. I've been trying to modify a lot of this stuff with 2 players. So I'm always looking for tips there. Thanks to the internet, there's a lot of resources there. Again, thanks for watching, and you guys take care.